Hello everyone, and welcome to These Myths. Before we begin the video, we ask that you leave a like and a comment. Interactions help with the algorithm and help us grow the channel again. We appreciate your continued support.
The internet is home to hundreds of strange and mysterious websites. Some years ago, a user in 4chan stumbled upon a website named Mortis.com. It was found out later that the website contained terabytes of data on its server. It became a mystery and raised curiosity from 4chan users due to its strangeness and the question, why would such an obscure website be host of terabytes of data? Upon entering the website address, the user is greeted by a black and white home page with a simple login form asking for just a username and password. 4chan users set about to investigate the site and tried to determine its purpose. Quickly they established the domain was registered to a Thomas Ling, who had also other strange and mysterious domains and websites registered under his name. One of the weirdest websites beside the Mortis website was called Cthulhu.net, which only had a single page upon which was written the words "dead but dreaming" in white on a black background, and nothing else. There were no other pages, no directions, no explanation, and nothing at all to click on. In fact, over a dozen other websites were linked to Mortis.com and Thomas Ling. Another of his websites just had a white chess piece and nothing else. As for Mortis.com, Usenet files were discovered to be linked to the website and were apparently encrypted with password protection and had weird titles. Many of these file sizes were huge, with one of the largest being 39 gigabytes. This obviously got 4chan users excited and got them wondering just what this website was hiding. As interest in the website rose, it was reported that Thomas Ling apparently came out and said that the site was just for his wedding photos and nothing more. As expected, all this did was prompt people to work even harder to get through the login page and discover for themselves what was really going on. People also found other very bizarre connections, such as the site being linked to empty vacant lots and warehouses, and people who were listed as having some connection to the website were all deceased. This fueled speculation that this site was a front for something much more sinister. Many tried to hack in, but the website proved very difficult to get past the login screen, and it was very well protected. Within time, Redditors jumped in the mystery too, and together with 4chan managed to follow various leads. These included links to a dentist service, a link to a lawyer website, and possibly proof that Mortis.com was used as some kind of movie/TV sharing site. This could explain the large files, and some of the file names seem to be similar to movie titles. The site also had a media player embedded within its code, again leading to speculation that it was a movie hosting website. Finally, it was discovered that Thomas Ling lived in Sydney, Australia, and he was a digital media designer who owned a number of websites, stored on a server in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with connections to a bed and breakfast in a remote part of Washington state, a security company, and what looked like a video sharing group on Usenet. Except, this was not true. It soon became revealed that Thomas Ling, in Australia, was not the Thomas Ling from Mortis.com, who later was traced to an address that was an empty lot and nothing more. What was even more strange was that 4chan user claimed that they had found out the website was made in 1997 and that it had a guild banner from World of Warcraft in its database. But the game came out in 2003 and not 1997. The guild members whom this banner belonged to refused to comment about it. This claim remains suspicious, but it was also rumored that one person managed to pass the first login page and found another user/password login was needed to go further. It was later concluded by Reddit and 4chan users that the website was used for gaming guilds in the late 90s, and sometime in the late 2000s was changed to a film hosting site. However, none of this was confirmed, and with this explanation more questions rose. If this is a film hosting website, why the high security? Why the double login screen? It is normal for websites and services to have a second key authentication, but it's very unusual to have double login screens and be so well protected. Why are the people listed as having connections to the website deceased? Why so many leads lead to a dead end or non-existent home addresses? Some Redditors shared their experience from the time people were trying to hack in. One night, someone posted on 4chan asking if anyone had any updates on a website called Mortis. I decided to visit the site and see what the hubbub was. What I found was seemingly uninteresting. Completely black background with the word Mortis in lowercase, white lettering. Absolutely nothing else. Weird, but not worth investigating, I thought. I tried clicking on the word, and a login box came up. When I checked back with 4chan, people were talking about trying to log in. No one was getting anywhere. People tried for weeks to get in. We learned that the website belonged to one Mr. Ling, who owned multiple other anomalous websites, which were also interesting but irrelevant. We learned more and more about Ling, but never got past the login box. I gave up, but others kept trying. I do remember the names of two of the other websites this guy owned. There was Cthulhu.net, in which there was the familiar black background with white text which said, "Dead but dreaming." Apparently this guy was into the Lovecraftian mythos. The other was a website with a woman's first name and this guy's last name. For example, shannonling.com or something of the sort. I don't remember what was on it, but I think it was real estate related. It felt off though. There was a plethora of others, but it's been about a year now so I can't remember them. A few months ago, I decided to look around and see what progress had been made. Apparently the FBI stepped in. I think they actually contacted some of the people involved in trying to crack the login, but I wasn't around at the time this happened. Soon after, the website, and all others owned by Ling, just went down. Did the FBI really step in? Was Thomas Ling really storing terabytes of data on the website server? That would seem almost impossible because this happened around the early 2000s and it was very unusual for files to be that huge back then. Because at those times internet speed was significantly slower than today, uploading them on the website would have been painfully slow, and the amount of resources needed to store such big files on file storage server were next to impossible for a normal person. The website is no longer active, so all the answers to this mystery will remain unknown forever, or at least for the near future.